What's up, everybody? This is Tom, the Spurs dude, talking Spurs basketball. Obviously, the San Antonio Spurs losing to the Cleveland Cavaliers 97-95. Obviously, just a tough loss to take. Roger Mason not being able to knock down the three-point shot to tie the game at the end was just devastating for the Spurs because Manu Ginobili had one of his best games his entire career. I think he scored like 16 points in the first quarter by himself alone. He did something that he hadn't done in his career, and he did it tonight. It's obviously just a tough loss for them to have gone through that. George Hill played spectacular. I thought George Hill showed up tonight in the midst of Tony Parker not being in the game, not playing due to a broken right hand. I thought George Hill did his thing in stepping up. But as for Richard Jefferson, Roger Mason Jr., and the rest of the Spurs ball club, I don't need to name everybody's name, but they know who they are. They did not step up tonight. Obviously, we have seen this throughout the season. The Spurs came into this game. They came in on like the 4-game winning streak. It was the Suns, the Hornets, and the Grizzlies. They came in with the winning streak going and couldn't connect. There's really not more I could say about this game was more than the loss of the team without LeBron James and Shaquille O'Neal. Manu Ginobili played his butt off tonight, like I said earlier, and the Spurs just could not connect. I'll be showing you the highlights of this game in this video, so check those out too. Alright, pretty much this is it. Alright, Spurs lose to the Cavaliers. Time to beat the Knicks Wednesday. Better beat the Knicks Wednesday. I'm out.
Hill has filled in admirably in the past, and tonight he was ready to do it from CP9. Picking up in the first quarter, also Keith Bogan, who does it defensively. Tim Duncan picks up the loose ball. He will get it to Thrill Hill, and he'll take it strong to the rack in the transition. Hill getting it done in Parker's absence. But the half belonged to Manu Ginobili, Andrew.
Certainly did. A career-best 14 points in the...
Spurs are up at 4 into the final frame. Problems in the fourth. Delonte West will kick it out to Mo Williams, who's been a disappointment for them, but he drains the three. Williams was 17 on the night. We're all tied at 85. Later in the fourth, Spurs down a point. Check out the great inside hustle by Manu Ginobili. Nearly gets the steal the first time. And then the break up ahead. Richard Jefferson, he'll send it down. Spurs got the lead. They reclaim it by 1. Under 30 seconds to go, Spurs needing a 3 to tie, and Manu with the unbelievable shot, Andrew.
Great screen by Tim Duncan, but Manu has his toe on the line. It's the first quarter by Manu Ginobili. 23 in the first half for Manu. He was just terrific, handling the ball, step back. Cleveland had no answer for Manu Ginobili, so he would drive, a little teardrop of his own in honor of Tony Parker. Inside, outside, handle the basketball, making the right decisions. Awesome in that first half of play. Awesome the whole game.
Yeah, then in the second, Richard Jefferson breaks up the alley-oop. Hill comes out, and watch this, just take it to the rack with a don't you very much high percentage shot. Spurs up 3 at the break. Now in the third, Manu with the ball. He'll bounce it to a cutting Timmy D, who sends it down with authority. And we got an 8-point lead. Everything seems to be just fine. They came out at halftime looking inspired. But later in the third, Matt Bonner drives with a beautiful kiss here. Look at the layup up and off the glass, too. So close. Like Kobe Bryant the other night, just there. It's only a 2, so it's not a tie ball game. They're down 1. So, with 9 seconds to go, the Spurs need a 3 to tie, and they get it to Roger Mason Jr. No. He was 0 for 8 from three-point land on the night. Manu Ginobili put on a show, 38 points on the night with the Spurs ball, 97-95. And on the Jack in the Box scoreboard, you can see it right there. You got the big 3, the new big 3 with Tony Hurt, Manu with 38, Hill with 23, Duncan with 13, and you only got 21 points from everybody else. Difficult win because it was a game.
In the pregame, he wanted his chance. This was a guy who, through his agent, had said, look, if I'm not going to get any playing time here, I'd like to play someplace else. I'd like the opportunity to be an impact player elsewhere. For guys tonight, with Tony Parker out on the road at Cleveland, he had his chance to do something, and he just didn't get it done. And, 4 of 24 shooting tonight. And you mentioned Roger Mason, and we've talked about him in other
guy, Richard Jefferson, firing again. Tonight, only 3 shots. Are you kidding me? $14.2 million, this guy. 9 rebounds, we'll give him that. But it had a costly travel on a bucket underneath the basket late in the ball game. And guys, was not an option, was not a factor when the game was really in the balance.
You see the 3 guys who carried the load right there, Ginobili, Hill, and Duncan. Absolutely terrific tonight. And Richard, I joked with you about Manu as we were texting back and forth. I said, I hope he doesn't hurt his shoulder.